this is the most anticipated matchup for sure. Torstein Horgmo versus the GOAT, Travis Rice. Everyone excited for Torstein to be back in competition. The things that this guy has done over the years in slopestyle, historically at X Games, the triple cork, etc. But he's been dedicated to filming and living in the backcountry. So what is it like for Torstein to come back here? What does it mean to him to be back amongst this crew?
I'm honestly just really excited to see everyone here, because I sort of missed that. That was one of the few things I missed about going to slopestyle contests, is the crew. You get to reunite with everyone, and it was always a good vibe. And I'm really looking forward to just riding with everyone again. And if I was to pick one, I gotta give it up to my boy Torgeir, because he's from the same place I am, and I haven't been able to board with him in a while, and I'm just really excited to see what he pulls out.
Torstein from Norway, living in Colorado.
Stand by.
The way this kid has advanced and grown in his maturity, he's so grounded in his love of snowboarding.
He's also exploring like all the creative possibilities on and off the snow, isn't he? Like with his music, with his film, and he just seems in a really great place right now.
It's a masterclass in reinvention and longevity in career, and that's how I look at Torstein Horgmo.
Oh.
That frontside 360 was massive. Did you see the pop on that?
And the tweak. Oh, look at this.
Backside 7. Torstein sits it down, unfortunately.
So deep, though.
Ridiculous. Unbelievable. And so now Torstein kind of weaving through the trees. Switch. He's going to go switch backside 540.
Switch back 5, lovely.
Into a backside 360. Little tumble there. Did he leave the door open for Travis?
Well, he did, but I love the fact that he said, I know who I'm up against. I have to go switch. He knows he's up against Travis, and he has to go switch.
Yep, all on the line. And that's ultimately risk, right? Which the judges are looking for in these runs.
I mean, this matchup just sums up this event, isn't it? Where are you going to get this elsewhere?
Well, Travis Rice was questionable coming into this event today. We'll talk more about that after we hear from Travis, just on his perspective of going outside and doing all the things necessary for this event.
You know, there's so much, but if I could try to pick one thing, you know, people could take away from watching this event, it's not easy going outdoors and having real experiences with friends, but it's often so rewarding, even when it goes sideways, even when all your plans don't go accordingly. Like, just the act of putting in the time and effort to go do it is often incredibly rewarding, even when it doesn't work out. That's when you learn the most too, so.
And when you are a visionary like Travis, who believes like it's possible to enhance a mountain and spend thousands of hours building all summer for this to be a possibility, it's just a testament to who he is. And as I said before, questionable, this man had food poisoning that ruined him for the last 24 hours. He was still sick yesterday. We saw him in the evening, ghostly white, didn't know if he'd be able to run today. He said, I'll take a couple little setup runs to see how I feel. And from the start of that backflip, it looks like Travis is feeling good to go.
Right into a frontside 3. He caught perfect transition on that landing. So Travis is going to forego booster shot and go backside 7, sniping the transition, going down a little bit. He was headed straight into that tree band.
I thought he was tree bound.
There he is, tree bound.
Purposefully tree bound.
Backside 360 tree tap. Unbelievable.
He's brought his third run approach to this.
And you know what's just so interesting about Travis and Torstein is the generational influence that they have had on snowboarding. You look at, someone like Travis and someone like Torstein, it's a direct reflection of someone like Ben Ferguson and someone like Sage Kotzenberg.
Trav, apparently you had food poisoning the last 24 hours. Yeah. We got to hear how you feeling, buddy. You look good.
Feeling a lot better than I was yesterday.
And how good is that course for everybody watching?
There's some nice deep landings. It's a little better than first day course, that's for sure.
Well, Torstein, now that you have your breath, man, after watching that, what do you got to do to step up and take this guy down?
I don't know if that's in my cards. I'm just kind of enjoying the snow right now. It's so much better than the first day, and yeah, I'd be stoked to put down a run for sure. Top to bottom, that'd be nice.
Amazing. Well, good luck on run number 2, boys. Let's take a look at this recap here.
Yeah, Torstein's first hit was unbelievable. Frontside 3 with a poke, and it was gigantic. Right into the backside 720, and just a little bobble there. He got a little off balance, kind of on his heel edge right now.
Just didn't quite have the landing gear, did he? It just went so big though, didn't he? That Zen approach you can see at the bottom. He's just in his own mindset here, isn't he?
We were talking about that on day 1. Since he's showed up, my interactions with him have led me to believe he just seems super relaxed.
He seems so relaxed. He seems so relaxed.
And that switch backside 540 stomps it. And that snow looks really good right now. Little popper through the trees. And now, this is when we get analytical.
That is beautiful.
Backflip, melon grab.
I love those landings where it looks like you never left the ground.
There's no transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Front side 360. Look at that front foot. Nice little poke mid-spin. And check this out. Backside 7 almost hits the tree. I think he was just trying to catch some of that fresh snow and stay out of the other landing.
It was longo-ish.
It was longo-ish.
Just took it a little bit too far, didn't he?
Yeah, a little squirrely there, sat it down. So Torstein had, 2 bobbles. Trav had 1. Backside 3 hits the tree. I think that's going to score creativity points with the judges.
That could be a difference maker.
Yep. Nice one.
As expected, we knew it'd be close, but Travis getting the edge. I still think that Torstein is super in this.
All he's got to do is put down one of those 2 that he fell on, and it's anyone's game.
Torstein was kind enough to surprise me yesterday at lunch with a pair of his signature goggles with those prism lenses. All of what you just saw Torstein wearing, you could find at backcountry.com, again, using that fast checkout in order to simplify your purchase. As Torstein Horgmo here, he's in go mode.
He steps it up, front side 720.
Dodging the tree.
That was unbelievable. Huge backside 180. And just so much speed coming out of that back 1.
I still think he gets the landing for it.
Yes, absolutely. And he's still going to send it. Backside 720, powers through.
Wow, held on to that. Incredible.
You can tell by the way he's riding that Torstein knows that Travis Rice is looking to eliminate him.
Yeah, he's sussed the landing out there.
Big method off the plank. That was one of the most explosive runs we've seen here today so far. That was unbelievable.
How was his body position on that 7 at the top in the air?
Unreal.
Absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
So one more feature to hit before ending up in the rider corral. Going to keep it nice and easy with a backside shifty. That was an incredible run by Torstein Horgmo.
We knew that Torstein Travis was going to be a battle. And
What a freaking rush. The snow is so much better.
He's loving it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's just loving his snowboarding. If you've not seen his latest web series, by the way, I really do recommend it.
I watched his last episode of it. It's incredible. I believe it's called Flute.
Yeah, it's brilliant. What they're doing is just so creatively. I mean, it's at a high level right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Great snowboarding, but immense storytelling and layering.
And the music and the creativity,
Yeah.
it's very impressive.
All right, well, we saw in round one what happens when Travis Rice feels that push, right, being up against it. He definitely, I think, feels like he underperformed last year here at Jackson. Again, this is a home mountain for him as well. And he has said all week, no, I'm trying to win this tour. Yes, I might be in the executive office, but don't count me out. I'm trying to win this thing.
He definitely had a point to prove after last year, didn't he? I mean, it was pretty clear. And he kind of epitomised what we were talking about, like how his runs in the first day on Tuesday just kept getting progressively more dynamic, progressively more, he just pushed himself throughout the day, didn't he? And it paid dividends for him.
In the lead. He would like to not have. He's not interested in more snowboarding. We are interested in more snowboarding. We'd like to see it go to 3. Travis is not interested necessarily in more snowboarding.
Especially with these two.
And the confidence he's got to have right now, coming off a first run score of 78, as Travis Rice drops in switch for his second run. Let's see what Mr. Rice can do. What
in the world?
That mid-air correction to slow down the way he was spinning on that cab 5 was unreal. Into the frontside 720.
Into a deep tomahawk.
Yeah, catches his nose in the landing.
He didn't like commitment there.
Big old method from Trav.
This is a man who was physically unable to hold down any food for over 24 hours until yesterday evening, and is somehow here performing at this level.
This is going to be very interesting how this is judged, I think.
Yeah, and Travis just kind of opened up a new feature, that little cross court. That landing was all fresh right there.
Boom. Boom. Pounds are going down. Horgmo, what'd you think of that one?
I felt a lot better about that one. A little bit kind of random too, but it felt good to land some more tricks. And yeah, just comparing it to first day and today. First day I was terrified, just make it down the mountain. Today's more like, okay, we can play a little bit. I'm enjoying that.
For sure. Well, I think I can speak for everyone. It's so nice to have you back at competition here, man. Just watching you ride, it's radical, dude.
It's my pleasure.
It's radical. What do you think about this guy being back here?
I mean, joy when this guy accepted his honorary invite, 100%. Torstein and I have a long history of riding and competing together, and so it's epic to be here.
It's epic to watch. Nice work, boys. And it sounds like Stan's at the top. What's the vibe up there, Stan?
Hello, everybody. I am in the rider's tent. A little more chiller up here than down there. Everyone's out of breath, and I think it's agreed that Torstein's treating the person he wants to beat him like an NFT, not freaking Travis.
Bravo, sir.
I did not see that one coming. Well, here's that opener.
That frontside 720 was a thing of beauty from Torstein.
And that tree dodge
in
the landing.
I think it pushed him a little farther left than he might have wanted to go.
But let's not forget this.
Big backside 180, landing switch and pinning it out of that landing zone.
What do you think? Is the door open for a tiebreaker here?
I think it could be, yeah. Backside 720, drifting pretty far. Rider's right, and he powers through, but look at all the speed he's coming down this course with. Method from Torstein Horgmo, so I think he had one fall. Let's take a look at Trav here. Cab 5, stomped.
Yeah, his awareness in the air, as you said, when he laid that down, was incredible, wasn't it?
And then catching his nose on a frontside 720 there in the landing as we check out a slow-mo replay of that front 7.
Yeah, just over the front.
Travis has himself a really nice method.
We could be looking at our first tiebreaker here, I think.
I'm calling more snowboarding.
I mean, that would be similar to round 1 where Kevin Backstrom you know, put Travis momentarily in the back seat. And then Travis came back and won 2 in a row.
It's quite reminiscent.
Definitively such.
We called it.
We got more snowboarding.
Yeah.
And I think in the back of Torstein's head, he's like, oh man, I'm stoked that I won, but I've also poked the bear. In this event, you got to win 2 runs, best of 3, in order to move on. No like added score of your best 2 runs or any of those things. So now we're essentially, it's new game.
Yeah.
Everything you did before in those first 2 runs, now it just comes down to this one last, as you said, final of sorts. It's the final of the first round with Torstein Horgmo here having a chance to take out T-Rice.
Yeah, and Travis has the benefit of getting to watch what Torstein is going to do. Frontside 720 to the bottom from Torstein Horgmo.
It's incredible.
Into a backside 7. So right now, he just switched into competitive slope style mode. Back-to-back 7s. Both of them were huge.
Coming to switch. Oh, switch back 5. Couldn't quite hold on.
Good variety, though. 3 different spinning directions on his first 3 hits.
And we know that that's what the judges are looking for.
That will score high with the judges.
Yeah, that inline variety that we were talking about earlier.
And unlike other events, you know, falling, a fall does not count you out. It does not destroy the impression of your run.
And you got to give it to Torstein. I mean, he knew the pressure was on. He knows who's dropping behind him. He just went all out.
Yeah. One of the runs of the day.
Yeah. Oh, that's some shit. The endurance part is getting me. I didn't prepare for that one. All this yoga is just like, nah, that's not the move, bro. Oh, here we are.
It is a point though, isn't it? Because fatigue was such a factor on day 1.
It was.
You could really see it starting to take its toll on people.
Well, it's physical exertion mixed with elevation.
Yeah. And when you get the mental pressure that they're now under in these tiebreakers.
And don't let Horgmo fool you. Yes, he does yoga.
Up here with Travis. Travis, kind of like a do-or-die situation. Torstein in the sights. You know, what do you got for him now?
Well, I'm just rolling this one on a feeling. I didn't see his run. Sounded like he put it down. Not surprised at all. So it's definitely not the time to leave anything on the table.
There's nothing on the table. Travis Rice, not even watching the run. Well, you know, we're all gripped. This is a matchup that 2007 me might have cried over. So I'm excited. Okay.
It's gonna be good. We got good conditions up here on the top.
I give Travis credit for doing an interview just before with the stakes being this high, but I love that point that he made out that he chose not to watch. He knows who he's up against.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
We saw Travis in the tiebreaker in the opening round just go full cheat code mode. Can he do it again at 39 years of age? Arguably the GOAT, greatest of all time.
The game face is on.
Travis Rice on course in the tie-break run. Big backflip to start things off. Into the switch back 5. Oh, he spun that around to switch right before he took off.
That was a ferocious slam.
Yeah, that was definitely the heavy slam of the day, wasn't it?
And again, this is a person who we're not used to ever seeing falling.
Yeah, this course has a tendency to make the superhumans look human sometimes.
We can hear it. I mean, with that rider mic, like listen to that chatter.
Travis making his way down the rest of the course. What a matchup. It's been an honor to call it. Travis Rice and Torstein Horgmo in a do-or-die tie-break round.
And listen, Travis doesn't like to talk about it, but the fact that he does all that he does to organize this event, while also, you know, being a new father, etc., that was already enough. Then he goes and gets sick.
That was a violent one.
Shoot the rag.
Yeah, that was a heavy one.
Oh, all good.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Built for taking rag golf like that. Yeah, all good. You had a pretty clean run, so I knew at that point it was like,
Well, it's been a freaking honor, my brother.
pleasure's mine. Believe it.
Wow.
I'm built for taking slams like that. I'm all good. What?
It's incredible anyone is built for taking slams.
Well, Torstein knew, he knew what happened in that first round, and he did not hold back.
What did you say, Tom? Slopestyle beast mode.
He just clicked into a different level. Front side 7 to backside 7. And this right here, this is when I knew it. I was like, whoa. Torstein, he's on one right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Into the switchback 5. And this was an instability in his run right there.
But he held on again. I mean, it's one of the features of his riding today, isn't it? Like the power as he's like absorbing these landings.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying before. Like, whatever, we know you do yoga, but this dude trains like a madman.
Yeah.
Fitness is such a key for him in the midst of all of the other things that he does.
And this right here from Mr. Travis Rice. Backflip, nose grab. Stomps that one clean. And then here on the switch back 5. Gets it around perfectly and just kind of catches his nose right there. The butter right before the switchback 5. That was something else.
Yeah, that was
Travis Rice.
Unreal.
That was a heavy one though, wasn't it? Let's see it again.
tracked back foot. Hey, I still got a 31 though. Come on.
That's a sick Tommy, dude.
Respect, buddy.
2 come in.
Nothing but love.
1 gets to come out in
Watch
advance.
out. He's just getting heated up.
Torstein sets the bar with the 90.